North versus FaZe. Group B continues here.
The third map of the day. Godsent G2 just around the corner, but first, it's time to see if North are going to let that momentum from Inferno carry over into their defensive start. It is going to be Nuke. We've covered all the bases of historical results on the map, so now we can just focus on what's happening right in front of our eyes. Rain taking early push, I was going to say towards Vents, but actually there's a CT sitting in them. Look at MSL's position right now, and Rain was not ready for that. What a play. Broky and Nico, however, immediately equalize. It was a 3v5 for a second, and now just as I blink, it's a 3v1. FaZe have completely taken over the site. Cajun catches a bullet to the dome. He's in a 1v2, but the bomb's down lower.
Yes, it is. Well, surely he won't be winning this one. He's had plenty of clutches today. 1 kill so far, but only 9 points of health here. No kit available as well. Should be guaranteed for FaZe. I don't know how they would give this one up, especially with the fact he has no kit as well. Even if it came down to the 1 versus 1, should be a sealed deal. Either way, Cajun B looking for any opportunity here just to get a frag. Anything will do. Makes a footstep. They know he's here. Touches the bomb. Someone's going to have to check it. They'll confirm he's not on it. Round's done.
Oh, and he even gets the shot as well. Nice work from Broky. There's 3 kills from him in the round. He got 2 in quick succession on that top side that gave them that advantage to begin with. They got 2 opening kills there from North. And like I said, 5v3 that in the blink of an eye was a 3v1 the other way around.
If FaZe claimed 15-0 this half, I'm not even going to get excited until they put round 16 on the board. Like, I feel a little bit dejected by what just happened on that previous map just there. I'm glad we're getting the third.
Yeah, you're heartbroken.
Look, just the 11-1 part.
It doesn't make sense.
I can't get over the 11-1
yeah.
part. That's why I'm saying if this is a 15-0 first half, and well, we have to wait and see if they can get 16.
I wonder how many these players have had where you have an 11-1 lead and lose the map. I mean, perhaps they could even lose the series. That would be even less common. But still, coldzera and Olof not today. And not on this round. coldzera's on a bit of a mission, just charging into Hut, flushing out these aggressive CT pushes. Kjaerbye, speaking of aggressive CT pushes, is about to be met by Broky, who's considering it. Hello. I was wondering what you were up to, Kjaerbye.
Wanted to know if you wanted to drop that Deagle and Kevlar for me. I'd prefer you not to take it into the following round. I want to see. I want to see some real overwhelming stuff on the yard. The A map smokes, which are the ones which we'll see towards the ladder base. We'll see a top ladder smoke come in there as well, probably with the one on top of the CT box. I want to see that come in because you can overwhelm MSL, right? You can do that, execute, and send 1 or 2 players, force him to be flustered. Everybody's coming to help him, right? Because they need to defend this position. Sure. I think that's probably the way forward within the early stages. But as I mentioned, North have definitely done their homework here, right? They're going to know all these smoke walls. We've been watching a lot of FaZe in EPL playing on this map of Nuke. So we know the details. I'm sure North know the details. And that's where the devil lies because Yanko's going to have come up with some creative patterns for how they can approach this map right here.
Yeah, well, they've got a good start so far. They've got the 2-0, should be 3 as well. MSL saves the Scout, Kjaerbye with the Desert Eagle, and Smoke. That's about as exciting as it gets as the rest enter with the P250s here. Eco round of sorts, but MSL could do some damage here with the Scouts. It'll see Broky making his way towards the ramp. It's a 4-man stack on this side, and the MAC-10 is swinging. We'll see if they'll flush out the boost there. They're not looking towards that position just yet, but Olof Meister takes care of that. 4 versus 1. Ramp room is theirs, and Kjaerbye, any player who had Kevlar in this round, holds towards Squeaky Door. But Nico, 1-0, bides his time, waiting for him to make his move.
Yeah, and it seems that it's coming in. Nico, goodbye, good night. Kjaerbye tucks him in tight. Can he get away? Looks like he might be able to. Tagged up by Olof. He'll throw the smoke to retreat. And straight out on the roof.
It's a pretty big weapon to pick up here.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
AK on the CT side. That's if he takes it to the next round. I don't think they can really justify the big old manhunt here. We'll see. Maybe 1 player to go looking, but if he goes down, they'll probably call it a day. The Galils can certainly justify it, but will they be checking this spot? You'd assume he's in T-spawn, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think you'll be focusing at T-spawn at this stage.
I don't know.
He's going to check the last spot. He's done it.
And he gets the AK upgrade.
Oh,
no, he doesn't. It's gone.
Anybody seen it? No.
Oh,
that's a nasty way to lose out on the rifle upgrade, but great work from him all the same. 3 kills in the round. The first 2 were round winning.
Well, at least he denies the AK for Kjaerbye. That's something there. And MSL does bring out that AWP. If you don't mind, Green, if you keep it on MSL at the start of this round, I'd like to see where he's going at the start, see what he's up to, what he's got in mind.
Where did it go? Okay, I saw
I
it.
think it blew off into the
It
sky.
looks like it went onto the silo, perhaps.
Yeah.
Oh.
Brutal.
So MSL now goes towards heaven at the start. Not even challenging outside, looking for that vent drop. Changes his attention now towards outside. So a slower approach here from FaZe. Waiting to line up their smokes. Confirm everything's clear.
I love how Nico does the thing that turns around and looks at these players. He's like, I just told you to get ready to throw the smokes. Why are you not standing in your position?
Now he gets to get it out.
So far, so good. The execution's down. 4 players going towards Secret. Calvi's done no damage. He'll have to reload eventually. Coming in now, so that's more of them to cross. MSL can detect them, making their way down towards lower. He's trying to adjust now, forcing those rotations out. They've successfully sent 4 players down towards lower. 1 holding lobby, that's going to be Olaf Meister. He's got the glow in hands. Would love it to be an AK, but that wasn't ever going to be a thing. Smokes out the hub, flashes as well. Bit of a fake here, just to keep some attention towards upper. He'll head to a ramp eventually as his teammates will commit lower. It's up to Wazy now to find a couple of kills, but his teammates already cracked things open. Oof. Good start for North.
Fantastic start. Only 3 remain for FaZe, and they haven't crossed the site. They do take control of those windows, which will prove very potent if Brokey doesn't get caught by the MSL AWP. And it does. That's the bomb loose. That should be the first for the Danes here. coldzera and Nico. Nico's anticipating the flank from Gade, so that should be the start they were hoping for. At what cost? Not too bad, actually. Lives on with 78 HP. Kirby, however, just tapping away coldzera and a double. Quick succession puts the first on the board.
There's enough money to buy on a few... What? No, my eyes are getting worse, guys. There's enough money to buy on the FaZe side of things for sure.
There's lots.
Olaf can drop, Rain can drop. We're all good over there. I thought I was reading that number 8 as a 3, so Glass is probably on the agenda in
Glass is now
the foreseeable future.
Well then, lovely work from Kiabi, yeah. Clinical finish with the M4A1S.
I need to give it another spin.
It's a real fun gun.
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend it.
And the price tag is very appealing.
Yeah.
For someone that likes to pick up the
$200
AWP a little bit,
Yep.
might have to grab it.
Yeah, I would recommend it.
Well, Kirby, hello. Aggressive a little.
2 AKs on the CT side as well. Lend itself to more aggressive duels, especially for Kiabi.
This is so brave. This is on a timer. He's isolated. He has to kill them all when the smoke clears or he's going to get traded.
Oh,
maybe not.
So many. He manages to dip away. Gets the first onto Rain, but that's the end of him. Nico will punish and can't get caught on the cross either. MSL did adjust, not quite in time. So a 4v4. The opening battles on yards do go 1 for 1.
MSL waiting patiently with the sniper rifle towards main here. Gade will be at the hut. Lovely shot from the in-game leader. And at this point, Broker the bomb on his back in no man's land here. Cajun B pushing the ramp, and they're starting to have their way with them. Every single frag we're seeing here, FaZe players are not looking at them whatsoever. They have no idea where they're being taken down from. 2 rounds in a row here for North. Brokey, like we said, C4 available, but bomb side probably not.
Can't even take the shot. Cajun, he's continuing to bring that form. He said he was the highest rated player on Nuke. He's definitely the highest rated player for them in this series as well. What better map for them, given the current state of affairs, to finish this series off? A reverse sweep would be required from North. They conceded overpass, as you can see. Their map pick.
And then 11-1 down in the second map.
And then they were 11-1 down. It looked like it could have been a FaZe stomp. Let's not forget, overpass was a similar start as well.
Yeah. This
11-1.
is kind of insane.
T-side.
Okay, we shouldn't have said that. Chad's having more PTSD.
I'm like sitting here rocking back and forth.
He's in the fetal position at this point.
Well, here we go. We get to sit here for 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, while FaZe wait out all of the nades and utility on the side of North. We've come to expect these rounds, so we normally fill them with fun stuff. I like fun stuff. Do you guys like fun stuff?
I like fun stuff. What fun stuff have you got in mind?
Anything in your pocket?
Nothing in my pocket. What did you think about the fridge clean out, Henry? I know that you appreciate a clean household.
Yeah, well, you managed to organize all of my liquid food.
I
so that was
even
good.
found a whole shelf for it.
That was great. That was a nice change. It was a very organized fridge, I have to say. Very clean. Regimented, lots of post-it notes.
Some lentil dish.
Post-it notes?
Post-it notes again, yeah.
Respect.
Harry has some lentil dish that he cooked about 3 weeks ago that's still in the fridge, so I've moved that one.
Well, I'm sure he's listening. He can probably...
I left him post-it notes to check it out.
Oh, man, it's literally like university. Passive-aggressive post-its.
Well,
it's
no,
like
he was still asleep when we left.
Okay. Only these pistols now in yard, and it's just going to be a neat and tidy collection.
Well, that's a nice grenade towards Rain. Very slow round. I didn't expect it to really be drawn out to this length, but holding towards T-Red here, just trying to bait all the grenades.
There's another
there is
$200.
a method behind the madness. Every grenade they pull out, it is money drained to the bank account at least. Not the most exciting Counter-Strike for sure, but it does have some rhyme and reason behind it.
Where'd those Tech 9 rounds go? Bring them back.
That's a good point. Where are the Tech 9 rounds? Would like to see those with the secret smokes get down. Run and gun.
Oh, he saw him.
Have some fun.
Saw a shoulder. Not enough. There's still a full set of utility on MSL. He doesn't want to let that one go.
Oh, hold up. Can we use all 2 minutes? No, just shy there.
3-3, North pulling this game right back in their favor on the CT side of Nuke after losing the pistol. That's 3 in a row. Won't see the AWP on the T side, that's for sure. Lost bonus not really there to back them up. No real plans coming through either. So after winning the pistol, FaZe down to drop off once again. North with KRB leading the way, 7-3.
It looks so good when it goes right and so wrong when it goes wrong.
Oh, this is a top pounce here. They could try and go down the vent, or they could just explode onto the bomb site. It looks like they've considered another option here with that smoke coming down towards Squeaky, but they are setting up for it. Nico outside here just to keep them honest, make sure that they can't completely clear that with an aggressive push. And MSL's relocated over towards ramp. Oh, they've actually got a double ramp set up here. Giving up a lot of yard control.
So MSL debating the AWP. And then we'll have KGB tucking into the walls. The idea is normally to have one player at ramp, bait them in. They're not going to check the close left wall. Big spread out for Cajun, but not feeling like that's going to happen. Just going to leave the sniper there for now. Another smoke towards Squeaky. Just going to be buying more time here. They're waiting for their opportunity.
Olaf can't line up his smoke
Yeah,
because
right.
he needs to be close to the door to do it. So he can't line that smoke up.
Yeah, I think it's the one you have to look up to the ceiling, find the roof tile, and then throw it towards main, next to the Squeaky door. You're dead on.
If they re-smoke it, he's screwed. Look at
He's
this.
trying to, he's trying to find the lineup now. So there it is on the roof. Now he can throw it towards main.
Gets it. And the utility's drawn out. It's time for the push. 30 seconds. That flash could get gobbled up by both of them. They do. Fully flashed, Brokey and Olaf. Still 25 seconds, another flash. They are slowing them down so well, and now the frags come in. They're all North frags. Olaf claws one back, but his team is gone. So is the round 4 for North in quick succession.
You can only say great utility usage by North. They're just holding them at bay for that entire time, right? It was that one smoke that stopped Olaf, and then they execute. It must have been the flashes.
Yeah, I can't believe you spotted that, Chad. The fact he couldn't even line up his smoke, they were just waiting there. And as soon as it goes down the first one, the second arrives, there's 30 seconds of the clock. They've just got to shoot for the moon at that point.
You ask for Tech 9s,
them.
you get them.
Tech 9s are here. That is just some good news. There's the armor to go with it. That's normally the difference maker. Occasionally, they're not even looking at his position. They have mollied the heart. They're coming out one by one. He's not even flashed. He can't believe his luck here, boys. They're not even looking at him.
Yeah, that round's normally meant to be much more explosive from FaZe. They're not meant to be denied for 40 seconds because of one smoke lineup being stopped. So that's a little bit disappointing right there. But for North, 4 on the board here, starting to look dangerous. Clean rounds is what we're looking for. We need them on the agenda, and they're starting to build a few of those. The bank starting to tick on up there nicely as well. They will concede a little bit of secret control with the standard smokes coming on out, and all 5 members will be scurrying down into the lower bomb site. Have a flash and a smoke to work with here as well, but they're just stampeding. A couple of hit shots here, and FaZe could be on. Yeah,
it's where do you find them, though? They've slowed down a second. Utility minimal. A single smoke for Brokey. Where could you possibly put that to good use? MSL dropping into shadow. He's setting himself up for success here. A gap to stop the plant in the smoke. And now they've got no doors to play with either. Loving this play from North at the moment. And Cajun B doing it again. Great shot from Rain, but it's all they can do. Another one for North CT side.
They're racking them up now, boys. 5 in a row for North. Money not amazing on the FaZe side things, but they do have a buy available to them. Might have to be more of the same, though. AK-47s, no AWP. Not a huge deal on the T side of things, but this certainly is. Cajun B looking very comfortable last few rounds. He has no one firing back at him the last 2. Tactical timeout from FaZe. Their first of his 3rd map. I'll have 4 available to them. Just to be clear, the coaches can communicate with their team throughout, given the recent addition into the rule set.
Yeah.
But it's a tactical timeout just to everyone to contribute and catch their breath, work out what they're going to do.
Map 3 over there as well, also on Nuke.
Indeed. Good shout.
Wow, Heretics. They're pushing them.
They are. Respect.
I was about to say they're pushing the ninjas, and then I realized, nope, it's not. It's Dignitas.
Well, here we go then. North with the MSO Orb, $10,000 behind him as well, boys. No money on the FaZe side of things after they invest into round number 9. Rain, 1 in 7. Makes his way towards outside. Looking for the cross here, Nico. Has started to drop off since the first map. Easy drops down. An audible cue, but either way, smoke's still down. And I'll provide another one here towards the squeaky door, of course.
There we go. That's what they were looking for. A bit of a blind opening through the smoke there. And now it looks like the L smokes will come on out with the Molotov over towards the secret position as well. Unless they use these, there's going to be all that information from the back of warehouse being given to North. Being down a man, though, they might get a little bit skittish here and try and push. As we can see, Cajun, Gade, both forward, pushed in towards the lobby. They could multi-frag here.
Down towards the lower site again. FaZe have made it clear their intentions. Heavy sound cues. Brokey responsible for the late lobby. He is the lurker of this squad, and he's got to get that timing right in his head.
They don't know that this has been heard. That information right there.
Did he hear steps towards ramp?
Yeah, he's heard steps on the top roof. So when Gabe was pushed up, he heard coldzera jump on top of Silo just then.
MSL looks like he can pull this one back. A great shot towards Nico, and doesn't seem to be keeping up with the pace of the game so far, especially on Nuke. 4 versus 3. FaZe still with the round in their favor, but they're falling back towards upper.
Wait, that's not the bomb, is it? It is! coldzera, he could have just bailed them out of a very sticky situation. With the bomb on his back, he wins the duel versus MSL.
He won't get the bomb down, though.
And now they can try and get the bomb down. He's burning, perhaps. We've got a black screen. No, we don't. Looks like it will be Rain to find the frag. Cajun B. With 4 left, they've done it. FaZe just in the nick of time, and thank God for coldzera. Winning that fight versus MSL was everything. FaZe, they managed to get it, be forced into an awkward situation again. This time, they thrive.
Absolutely dead on. coldzera, bomb on his back, main entrance, chips it down. If he dies there, the whole round is sabotaged. It all falls apart. Holds his nerve, but will they hold on to their weapons? Brokey now does need to decide whether he wants to go for the swing towards Spawn. Cajun B looks so confident, but he will be let down in the end. Lots of money available for North here, just trying to find as much damage as he could towards the end of that round. It'll be the first since the success in the pistol, the FaZe pick up, conceding 5 rounds in a row. Round 10 comes forward now. FaZe with the AWP and Brokey.
I was digging through, having a look at the matches that this North roster have played on Nuke.
Go on.
I was having a look at the distribution of rounds 1. CT side, obviously, but it's roughly 60%.
Okay.
So unless they're going to have another mammoth T side, you want to be looking for North to be getting 9 or 10. You'd be pretty happy with right here for the boys. And so it will be a fast top coming on through. coldzera, he's out. He's going to get taken down by that AWP immediately. And MSL continuing to strike from the heavens. It leaves Brokey last man standing. AWP, what can he do? That's a flawless round right there.
Double kill from MSL to stop the top rush. He's having a fantastic game. AZ will take it as well with his double.
Yeah, well, he's showing us what he's made of. Every time we always say, like, well, he's not known as a top-tier AWPer. He always seems to deliver, to be fair. Like, MSL, like, he does enough on the server with the AWP to convince me at least that he can keep that roll up.
Certainly, yeah. It's not like it's being put into question.
No. coldzera, though, he might be Desert Eagle only this round. 4 AKs. And after winning the previous round, finding their star player on just a pistol here. Olaf Meister, surely done for. 16 HP, sits by the vent. They assume he went down.
They can at least call it.
So now, right? Gade will just assume this position is clear. This could be a nightmare.
And Olaf can go down the vent after him.
Ooh, he's staying. So when this smoke clears, it's going to become a bit of a heads-up duel here.
Towards ramp, though.
Same setup with the AWP.
And MSL hits a cracker. He needs more than that, though. Will he fall off? Will he get away? No, surely. He does go down. A 3v2 now. Numbers favoring FaZe. AZ's already down lower, though. And he has a pretty damn perfect position for the duel on Nico. But from behind, he's being hunted, and Brokey does flush him out. Puts Gade into a near impossible 1 versus 3. He's coming from ramp room. I think he realizes that this one is just too far gone, wants to try and keep FaZe honest. Look at the money. You can see how much is extra in the bank. He can go for this as much as he wants.
There's a smoke, a Molotov, so even if he dies in vain here, it could be worth it if he finds just 1 kill.
Molotov, maybe? Back of the site?
Oops, a good pickup.
That's not too bad.
Not a bad pickup.
Considering what MSL has been doing with it. Makes a lot of sense. Get it back in his hands. Gade is going to take that towards spawn.
Yeah, good call.
It's interesting how MSL's approach with the AWP is to go top ladder and make sure they can't drop vent. I actually quite like that,
It's cool, isn't it? Yeah, because you're outside. Then no one's ever going to be rushing outside. They're always going to use the smoke. So going outside first doesn't really make much sense, but it's very common to drop the bomb down towards vent if you get spawn, and the Orb's going to nail that shot. It's not going to be like you do 80 damage to the M4 and he'll get down. You're going to take him with you.
Even if he goes up there and pre-aims that position, most teams are dropping the nade and the smoke. So if it isn't a top rush, they don't come through. He can spam the Orb and potentially get them dropping down the vent anyway. So there's a bit of flexibility to that right there. But unfortunately, FaZe is starting to come online here. That's 5 for them on the T side. I said if you're North, you probably want 9 or 10. Well, that's going to become more and more difficult if FaZe beat you to the punch.
Yeah, certainly. Different look of outside smokes. And we have at times even seen FaZe go for the straight, dry nades. Nice nade from Kirby, despite being seen. But sometimes they go, sans smoke, and will just walk out for those fights. It's rare to see. And new lineups, new smokes. Gonna be seeing the L-shaped smokes here.
Indeed,
one warehouse and 2
towards deeper.
main.
So how many players are actually behind this set? There's 2 outside right now, looking to get themselves in towards main entrance, possibly the garage. Kiabi towards the warehouse. AZ at main entrance, perfect lineup. He couldn't ask for much more than that. Beautiful stuff to kick things off, and MSL's got a perfect lineup towards the heart. Doesn't work out for him. Team kills coming through for Nico now at 3-on-2 as they scramble towards the lower bomb site. Could go to heaven, I suppose, but it's likely they go lower. They have no utility apart from a flashbang, so it's still going to be a very dicey plan. Kiabi arrives at the scene of the crime here, and they haven't gone for the quick plan. Going to see what they can do towards lower.
Safe plan, sound cue given. Kirby realizes he's better waiting off for the full 3-man assault. 1 from window, 1 from doors, and 1 from decon. This is going to be a very big and intimidating pincer maneuver. They've already lost Nico. Brokey has to clutch up. He's just about got out of dodge, but the plant is not for him. They know where he is, and the defuse is already coming in. This is a North 7th.
Yep, it absolutely is. Well done by Ben. 2 players survive as well. Brokey, he'll maybe take another grenade, not quite. So it will be an AK surviving the round. They still get money because the bomb was planted, of course. But we go 7-5. Very close here. But North, they were 3-0 down, bear that in mind. So bit of a comeback on the cards. They're looking to close out the half with 10 if possible. It's going to be FaZe with the tactical timeout here. They're second used at this stage.
I don't know if we'll see another hard top come in. They didn't work so well for them last time, but what they've been able to do is still get that yard control. They're being given the yard control, right? It's like, you can throw your smoke walls, we'll let you have it. So maybe get back to more of those secret plays where they were getting 4 members down secret. It's just the decision from North when they see that happen is to take lobby control. Right. So if you're FaZe, go lower, and if you see a smoke or a Molotov or something holding you back, you might have to call the bluff on it. You might have to get ready to pounce through that, knowing that so far North's reaction has been take space in lobby, give them enough rope in the lower bomb side.
Is that information that they've managed to ascertain though? Yeah,
so in some of these rounds earlier in the piece, there was one that was aggressive play into the lobby where a kill came in from North, and I think they resulted in winning the round from that. So I'm not sure. Unless FaZe get the eyes on how many players have actually crossed secret, they might not go for that aggression. We'll have to wait and see.
Well, here we go then. Round 13, get into the bookend of this first half. Now the smokes
worked.
are down and the smokes are not successful. Huge gap there. FaZe, so just to touch on Chad's point now, so the smokes are down, but you see no one cross, they're useless. If there's gaps in them, they don't work. It doesn't actually do anything for you at all. No one's going down lower.
Gade, by putting out that smoke, he's got a perfect little wall. What was that from Rain? Just opens up the round. And now AZ just charging in. He shouldn't win that duel. He gets close. Brokey again opens up. Now FaZe, they have the advantage. Surviving. Molotov looks positive. They don't have to rush the plant. And actually, that incendiary was enough to force Kirby and his teammate Cajun to reposition.
Okay, well, missed outside smokes. Well, denied, I should say. Have led them to a 3-on-2 advantage. FaZe have not had a good time here in the gun round so far, but this is looking good. Brokey, Olofmeister, drawing the upper bomb site. Cold Zero at the hub. Good nade. Doesn't actually connect. Here they come.
Olof's going to get a bit nervous if his teammates die soon here. Cold's going to get caught. Cage has done it again, hunting him down. Brokey dancing around the site. He knows time is his best friend here, and he's doing so good. Baiting, switching. Cajun won't even get the frag eventually. Brokey has been a pillar for FaZe throughout this series.
Yeah, he absolutely has. Delivering on all fronts there as well, just making sure he guarantees the round. Didn't want to be anything to do with the duel.
Safe.
Exactly. Just make sure his teammates there, nothing to do with it as well.
One of the keys we were talking about over on Inferno was MSL getting opening picks. Now, on the CT side, didn't really result in too many rounds, but here in this map, he's sitting 5-0. How is he continuing as this? This is no disrespect to MSL. He knows that he is not mechanically as skilled as the other players in the server right here. He just has a bigger brain than them, right? And he is positioning himself in such wise manners, like places where he knows he can take these percentage fights and turn them around. So 5-0 from the in-game
Wasn't
leader.
that the same on Inferno?
Yeah, so I was surprised. I just had to refresh to make sure that was the case.
He started 2 maps with a 10-0 opening duel statistic.
And he
Not bad.
has 10 kills. So 5 of his kills have been involved in opening duels. That's wild.
That is insane.
But on the other side of things, FaZe are struggling with opening kills. They only have 3 on the trot right now.
And Rain finding 2 of those.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Kirby, very aggressive position.
I like it though. I feel like they're so focused on the set piece right now.
That was all just to stop them from
clearing
checking. Oh, and he's tucked in tight enough. AZ's bait perhaps enough. MSL's got another. Cold will trade. This is hectic. My goodness.
Wow.
Easy. Looking for the frag onto Cold, and he gets it. Rain's got to try and get the trade, but now no options, and there's 2 to peak. North just looking rigid as they secure their 8th.
Excellent work there. Maisie especially, once again, delivering on all fronts. 14 kills at the very top of the scoreboard and 2 kills in round number 14. Final round here, no bomb planted, money tight, as the international roster will have to concede the half. They've done a good job here. They have managed to get 6 on the board.
Bless you.
Sorry, I had to sneeze there. That wasn't ideal. Hay fever starting to set in at this point. Lots of sun.
The blossoms.
Beautiful, but it does kill me as a person. I will start to shut down as the weeks go on.
Yeah, I remember being ever so grateful that I wasn't afflicted by the hay fever.
It's rubbish.
Yeah.
Would not recommend it to
My
anyone.
dad just used to always, his vision was affected, but not because he couldn't see anything. It's just because his eyes would water perpetually.
Yeah, I wake up every morning, my eyes hurt, I feel sick, I feel tired. It's really cool.
That's horrible.
Why
don't we get you some antihistamines?
We should. I should put on we've got a group chat. Let me just go sort that out.
Type in antihistamine.
Let's get some antihistamine.
Can you spell it?
Yeah, I think I've got it.
Okay, nice. 8-6, last round of the first half of the 3rd map of the first series of our 2nd day here at ESL 1 Road to Rio. We are off to the races with some Tech-9s and some Galils. It's not the sexiest of buys, and Kirby's bringing the fire again. He's been taking some very aggressive fights, and it's working out for him again. Warning shots into Rain, can't quite catch the trade. AZ can, though, still standing his ground, and he is hitting everything. 16 frags from AZ may not translate into a 9th, because FaZe, they now have the numbers, but this flank, oh my goodness, oh, he wasn't ready. Brokey checking it. A casual glance does convert the 7th FaZe clan. That's quite a sterling T side. 7 on the attack.
once again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
So high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so high they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, and it is the third map of the first series today for our ESL 1 Road to Rio. Before we get into this one, we're just checking in on what the other games are up to. We've got 2 other streams running simultaneously to this one, both B and C. And over on the Heretics Dignitas game, which is one we've been keeping our finger to the pulse on, they're in their third map as well, and it's on Nuke as well, with a bit of a lead for the Heretics in the CT side.
Third map, they're going the full distance as well. As you can see, very similar game,
It's looking,
actually.
to be
Third
fair,
map, split down the middle.
Yeah, and it's looking positive, considering this is a full Glock eco and Forrest is just strafing out of doors with his knife out. It does look like 11 is pretty much secured for the Heretics.
You'll remember XMS, Alex?
Yeah, I was going to say, XMS, Lucky, both names ring a bell.
Yeah,
Keo, of course. Nivira screams companion. And Maka's the only name that really I have little to go on.
Maka was in the Envious Academy, I believe it was.
That's what I think I remember.
Yeah, he was playing.
Sixer.
that kind of gang?
I don't know
Yeah.
if Six
The
would have been in the team at the same
LDLC
time
boys?
because they're both AWPers. But
Yeah.
I know that it's those type of,
Right.
you know, we're going back to 2016-ish.
Rolling it back.
Maka. Well, good luck to him. We'll get back into the game here. We'll start off the second half. It's a CT campaign forward for FaZe. They've got a defuse kit, a smoke on the back of Brokey. That's about it, though. Everyone else with Kevlar. Molotovs and smokes, flashes available as they head towards ramp on the T side here. Smoke towards heaven. It's going to be a detailed technical execution here. The smoke doesn't
didn't
land.
break-
They
Didn't
shoot
break the
windows.
fence. Somebody's going to
MSL.
get in trouble. A slap on the wrist from MSL if it does cost them the round. Instead, though, they're going elsewhere. Olof's completely retreated. Look how far he managed to tuck in. He can hear the steps, and now he can just continue to play fallback. He's essentially just AWPing, falling back, AWPing, but this time just the USP gets one. Bomb will go down, uncontested. Kirby's in a prime position. Whoa. Taking their time to find the frag, but eventually body shots do best Kirby. Looking positive as Nico beheads MSL. FaZe just need 2 more. AZ is left all alone, and he's going to get overwhelmed. A full 5-man successful retake, and a team ace, no
Team
less.
Ace has brought forward. That's great stuff from FaZe there. What a fantastic retake. Even the missed smoke there, still got the bomb down towards lower. Didn't find any kills, but it means they can buy up in this round if they really want to. I would suggest they don't, but there's the glove from MSL. Is there anyone else investing here, or just the in-game leader?
full
Here we go.
We've actually,
force.
Chad and I have been talking about this for so long. Like, Galil's seem to be the best port of call in this sort of round. Screw your AKs, a couple of AKs and deagles. Get Galil's across the board, a smoke each. That's such a great buy.
Here's the issue. Can I just ask for that
Sure.
second part of that sentence again? A smoke each. All of North have invested. They've got a single smoke grenade for this.
This is the thing. If you've got a kill each, you'd have a smoke each, right? That's the difference. They didn't get a single kill, so they don't have that. But you still have 5 rifles, right? Still a great setup, but they're up against 5 rifles on the CT side as well. They see this one coming.
I was flirting with the thoughts that you could potentially take a save on T sides on some pistol rounds and rush a bomb site, get the plant.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No one's done it.
I don't. We used to do that in Source a lot, by the way. That was a thing.
I don't know why no one's done
It
it,
would have to be
especially
a-
when the Krieg was in play,
Okay,
but whatever.
just while we're theory crafting, I'll let you think about what map would that work best on.
Train, rush inside, plant the bomb.
He's already thought about it.
Yeah.
Nate towards MSL and this cronies. Nate does not land, and so all full health as they take ramp control.
So they don't want to fire off any bullets here, if possible. They want to, well, at this stage, AZ is in a fight, but they want to just kind of keep it a bit of a secret what they've got. But for now, the pressure is being applied towards lower. They've got ramp control, only that one smoke, though.
Olof's going to have a lot to do here. He's got 2 angles. Very common.
This is hard to defend. There's no two ways about this.
I mean, I don't know how he's going to get more than 1 kill here, if one. Baited perfectly. Look at the jiggles go.
He's backed up by Nico at least. He's towards lower with him, and that's Nico coming online now. So he's looking for multiple kills from Decon. Only gets the 1. They're happy with the retake setups here, but AZ has cracked open the upper side. Do they go up the vents now? They're going to continue towards lower. coldzera finds 1, 3-on-3. 1 kid available, no nades. Just a flashbang on the CT side.
They're going to save. They're going to save. You've taken the fun out of FaZe. This is the thing, right? With the 40-second bomb timer, take your time, see if you can find a kill, but nothing's being offered up. North, they're not over-peaking, they're not getting baited by these spams. Nico, low HP, the fact they have no utility to get the bomb site, they're going to save.
Oh, good shot from Brokey at least. In fact, too, that might encourage them to go a little further. They know where Cajun is. Need to get someone on that bomb. It's all Brokey. He hasn't got the time, and Cajun's got all the frags.
So that's like the worst outcome there. They haven't saved anything. They've lost all their players, and the round goes in favor of North. So now they have absolutely nothing. They have $1,400 lost bonus in the next round. So they would have been better off saving there. Like, it was actually a bit misfortunate that they actually get 2 kills and bait them into it. That's a shame because Cajun B delivers on all fronts. He takes all 3 down, survives the round, and we get into the next tip. 9-8 has to be the eco, I think. They get 1,900 next round. They won't even have enough to buy, so maybe even force this one. I don't know. What's the call?
They should force. They should force back.
Because they get 1,900 next, so they won't even have enough for a buy, so what would the eco even do for?
Even if they want to do like just P250s now and then do P250s again next round, right? So you can have 2 rounds with partial buys. That's probably the way that I'd want to be going about it.
Invested.
Okay. Well, that's the thing, because you will get 1,400 and then the 1,900, right? So you may as well go for the some form of a buy. That's why I was saying if you just partially invest now, you can partially invest in 2 rounds. But if they win this one back here, and then they can win the following, they win the force buy battle, right? That's what this is all about, stringing 2 rounds consecutively together off the start of these halves.
They only have 2 HEs behind these armored pistols. On a map like Nuke, it doesn't play like Inferno. There's a lot of space available, and especially if you're using the smokes towards outside, I don't know how you get those kills back. HEs won't do any damage at the start of the CT side.
Squeaky is open, though.
Squeaky is open. They're making a lot of footsteps. Kiabi seems to know they're pushing lobby.
Good frag. Looking to skip away, but Brokey was ready and waiting.
He's got a molly.
And he's already gone down the vents. And a molly arrives. He's doing so much work now. That's going to completely cancel the outside smoke's progress down towards Secret. Now they're going to have to rejig it.
Well, luckily, he only gives up a Mac 10, right? Still with the rifles in their hands. Huge advantage for North still. But a chance they give this round up. Good shot from Nico. That's more like it from him. Only good for 1, but what a shot it was.
That still shouldn't, after all of these heroics from Olof and Nico, get them too far. Excuse me, Brokey was the one to save the day initially. MSL on the T side is clearing through the entirety of Rafters. Cold smoked off. Molly does flush out Brokey, and now Rain's tapped another one. This force by battle. There's a back turn. It had to be perfect, and it is. Cajun shot in the back of the head. It's all onto AZ. A certainly winnable 1v2. I will specify, he's got more than enough time to win this one and separate into 2 1v1s, but they're playing with him.
Oh, he knows where they are now. Is it enough?
I think it is. Something tells me AZ's about to just drop down that vent and plant lower.
I think you might be right. And Rain will find him. So it will be the force by victory for FaZe in the end. It cost him a lot, but still 2 players survive. They pick up the M4 towards the end there. Rain doesn't pick up much more than his P250, but he saves the armor, of course, can buy it to the next round, no problem. 9-9 now. North will have enough to bring out the Tech 9s, Deagles, as they answer back. We saw this on Inferno, Chad. They're little set pieces of these weapons. They're the sort of team you'd expect them to have something up their sleeve here.
Well, if they can pull something off here, the force by battle will continue, but FaZe, they really need to stop the rut right now. They need to make sure that they can convert one. It looks like the standard smokes over towards Secret will be coming on in. Brokey to receive. Will throw his own bit of utility to slow it all down, but through they go.
They've actually got down towards lower. They've broken through.
They have 3 mollies.
5 players are down, but they might be mowed here. Nico dropped. Tech 9 prevails. That run and gun formula Working out for them quite nicely. They're trying to keep at the pace here. Trying to find Olof Mice before he can transition for the ramp run, but he's only got the MP9 here. They're going to try and take him down. Nice work from Brokey and Olof Mice there with a limited buy as well. They've shut this one down. They've got double digits. Maybe a plan for Gade? Maybe. Potentially not, though.
I think they might have had another idea if they did get lower control, right? Where they had all those Molotovs. So probably Molly's off towards the ramp position, keep them back. Maybe a Molly in the vents as well. So Nico, even though it didn't look like he did enough, maybe by just getting a kill there and causing them to actually snowball into the bomb site, that was the key to success right there. And now the force buy battle has been won, and North should respect this. They should now take a save so they can invest in the future rounds.
I think they will. It makes sense. They've got second stage loss bonus. They get 2,400 on top of what they have right now. On the T side is enough for AK's armor, basic utility. That's going to be smoke and a flash. If they get the bomb down, they'll have much more than that, but I don't see a world where the bomb gets planted with Glocks, no armor. Has to be something quite special here.
Yeah, I don't know what world that would be.
Maybe like a Venn dive with 4 players and then going towards upper with the bomb. Like you have to do like a reverse.
You have to like juke them out 3 times with some ridiculous double dinks. Maybe that MP9 is just a little too strong though against those unarmored opponents. Olof collects himself his double, and just Gade and AZ left with their unarmored starter pistol. Olof does go down to it, so only an MP9, but that's something to stop the rot. Nice work from Nico, just using the USP to tap away at one of the heads. He keeps all of that extra cash in his pockets.
Brokey does have 30 HP. He's dead. So, not bad. If he gets another kill here, huge round.
Gave it his best shot. It was an M4, and I don't think Cold's quite going to get there in time. No.
That's actually pretty big.
He does damage.
Nico didn't take a gun over to the next round.
No, he only bought a USP.
Oh, does that say he did
the usual strap? Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. I thought he dropped trying to pick up towards the end. He only had the USP.
Well, Brokey has an AWP again, so that's
something.
That's all right. There's not too many issues just there.
Bit of a buffer. 2 rounds in and now on the CT side, but remember they lost an 11-1 lead on Inferno on their CT side as well.
No Molotovs to work with here on the side of North. This is going to be a very difficult round for them to get on into.
Ready, bit of a duel, Nico. He's gone down, and so has Cold. They're just charging into the site, and just like that, the round is over.
That's a sick little play there from North. The flashbang usage towards main entrance, like Nico just got wrecked. They rush upper as well. Nothing can be said about this round. Brokey will have to save the AWP. No doubting that. Down towards lower he goes. He's done for. Won't be saving this time. That's for sure.
The timing of that second flash, man, that's the thing which is the real sexy part, right? Because as soon as the player jumps off main and hits the floor, that sound cues in, and he already used his own flash to do so, but it's the team flash that wasn't actually team flashing him, coming in behind that forced Nico. He has to face, he's stuck behind that box. There he is, getting mowed on down. So with it not a lot, North, they pull out a fantastic round.
Yeah, AZ threw that flashbang as well, so he's there right on his teammate's back just as the engagement comes through. Fantastic round.
There's been a lot of those. North have impressed us throughout this series with their T-side calls.
And absolutely agree.
I can't really poke holes in it.
So, Desert Eagles, no armor, 1 smoke. Looking to tie things up. North really drawing this one out. Going to be very tentative in their approach. Smokes down. Standard smokes as well. Nice variation the way they threw them. Very quick.
Is there a gap there?
Looks perfect to me. MSL going for some aggressive AWPing, exposed on the red container. Rain trying to drive by. There's a chance to try and eliminate AZ. He does connect his Deagle shots. Unarmored FaZe Deagles, always deadly. This time, Gade only enables Rain to hang off 1, so 4v4. But yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Look at Kirby's position. If they push any further into lobby, he has got the ang. Oh, no, he doesn't really. Good grief, it's a tight one.
Yeah, they've really neutered that position. It used to be back in the day very, very, very powerful. But this duel right here, Gade and Olof, it could have been everything because ladder control, having Heaven under your...
Oh, is that bomb? Did he spot it on the map at all? They will now. So they know the bomb's outside. That's going to help them put their CT pieces in the right place. But what is the right place is the question. MSL is going to make sure that rifle is unobtainable. Smart play from him. And it does seem like lower is the call. All 4 of them stampede down. The only man there to receive them is Nico. Oh, and with the back turn, Cajun P does get slaughtered, but should still be the round. Bombs down with plenty of time to spare.
You're dead on there. Cold Zera comes into the bomb site. Doesn't really have much to do there. Maybe a Desert Eagle kill is available, but now they know exactly where he is. They've got Molotov for either side of the ramp. Both would do, to be honest. You can just focus one channel at that point, but just going to hold up with the guns out. Flash comes over. Cold Zera has got a very brutal Desert Eagle, but not going to be able to do anything with that scenario. 11-11. Make-A-Wish FaZe clan need to start waking up here. Managed to win that second round force by 3 in a row, but North are back with 2 of their own. All for Brokey, 21 kills to his name.
8 T rounds is what North need, and that's no easy haul. 8 T rounds is pretty rough, actually. So, let's see how this one unfolds here now that they do have all the goodies.
This is a huge round, though. Look at the money situation. FaZe are fully invested. If North do win this, not only do they take the lead, they'll have a massive bankroll going forward. They will be looking flush. Can't say the same here for FaZe. They've got basic utility. A few smokes remaining, flashes, 1 incendiary. No defuse kits to speak of whatsoever. On a map like Nuke, that can come back to haunt you very quickly. And especially against North, who seem to be masters getting down towards lower, planting the bomb. Outside smoke, same way before. Very quick execution. Look at them go.
That incendiary dropped. I'm not sure if it did create a gap or not. They're close left here on red.
It looks good to me.
Yep, safe and sound.
So there is a tiny one just there, but when you're not doing it at the start of the round, it's not such a problem because no one is pushed up, right? So that's why they are able to leave that type of a gap right there. But now, as everyone moves their puzzle pieces around, Nico, he has the job of defending the lower side, and he dropped off a bit on Inferno here. We need to see something out of him. He has to defend with a multi-kill.
He boost for it.
He's looking at it.
Wow, he was ready for it. Just taps away at the head as soon as AZ makes it known. What a shot from Nico. Okay, well, had to step up and has, but will it convert into a round? Remains to be seen. 2 descending loudly towards ramp. Nico. Oh, they've got a molly for Shadow from ramp. Very nice work from Nico. He will be silenced eventually, but 4 kills from him. He's done almost all of the heavy lifting. 1 final body left to be lugged onto the pile, and that's Brokey's responsibility. 12 for FaZe Clan. They finally find something.
Yeah, Nico with that electric performance down there towards the lower bomb side, flushing out that boosted player towards Secret, then using the bomb side itself, just ducking and weaving, taking off heads. Kiabi gets absolutely wrecked there. Gade pulls 1 back, but the round was already done. Doesn't get the plant in. We see that was a huge round, and you can see North take their first tactical timeout so far here on Nuke. 1 round separates them. They can certainly buy here. Kiabi have to drop 1 gun, but they do have enough. Remember, it's now Jumpy, former Fnatic coach, that now holds the reins over at North, replacing Mytha, who was announced to join Renegades today. So,
yeah, we've been moving the coaches around.
Yeah,
that'd be a good one for the boys. Give them
I think so
a
as
bit
well.
more a fresh set of eyes as well. Yeah, it's always good to have. So it'd be interesting to keep an eye on their games and see how they progress. They will just be playing against domestic opponents. Order, Ground Zero. Those are the names that were Chiefs in there who've recently announced Yam. Will be coaching them. So yeah, there's some moving and shaking down under right now, but we will be covering all of that in the road to Rio. They are one of our major regions, one of the 6. Oceania.
This is Group B of Europe right now. And you'd think FaZe would already tie this one up and closed it down, but they will invest lightly into the round. North, that is, with 1 AK-47. They've got some Tech 9s and just a Glock for poor old Cage. They've got into towards main entrance.
Oh, and Rain's just a sitting duck. He does well to survive the first go. And Nico will pick up the slack. So just Kierby's AK. And that's not going to last for much longer. Brokey's again the one to close it down. And we have 13 for FaZe. That's 2 in a row and 2 quick ones. Let's not forget, though, that was just Tech 9s from North. We'll get to see the full buy now. So FaZe's next big test is on its way.
It absolutely is. MSO goes to the AK instead of the AWP here. Money not amazing. Could have actually afforded the AWP on his case. So maybe they've got an objective in mind, a set piece they want to run. On Nuke, you normally are calling the tactics at the start of the round. You're not running defaults per se. Now we'll see a silo push come through. Nico hasn't missed many in the last few rounds. Another great shot, the M4A4.
Yeah, he's really come alive in these last few rounds. Exactly when he needed to be fair. Needed somebody to step up to the mantle. And Kierby's already down decon. My God, that is a very early call. Got himself down there, but where is everyone else. Oh, Nico may not be expecting this sort of presence. He's got his knife out.
Yeah, definitely not expecting that one.
Kiavi's done something. Now you can see them spring into action. Now, rest of them using that smoke wall. Rain timing his spray well. Does do inflict good damage towards Cajun.
4 on 4. Cajun has been tagged on the cross. Kiabi makes his way towards window room. So normally the primary objective when you get towards lower, but Olof Meister has been detected here, trying to flash out. Looks towards the window, and this is looking good for North. They've got the bomb down at 4 on 4, but the HP not amazing. MSL pulls one back. Can he make this AK do serious work? He needs at least one more kill. Rain is available to him. Flash is going through. Nails the first. Can he control the spray? Apparently not. Coldzera has left in a 2 versus 1. Cajun B has been fantastic in this series, but this one might be a little bit too far to grasp.
Very hard shot to hit. Rain's going to be checking this. Right eye peek for Rain. And he does just about get across the line. Good damage. One more bullet would have done Cajun good, but Defuse comes in, and it's 14 now for FaZe. It seems that their hardships are starting to subside.
Somewhat, some would say. Rain and Coldzera will have the AWP and the AK-47. Money's looking pretty good, but the bomb was planted, and they have got pretty decent loss bonus built up at this point, so there should be a buy for North. And they're going to go for the partial instead, allowing almost FaZe to get 15 on the board here. MSO still has 3,000 residual dollars after buying armor, Tech 9 flashes. There was definitely a buy there. Gage, same story, 2,800 of the same investment. They could have done more
like
of this.
FaZe. FaZe did the same thing.
Yeah, I feel like with this scoreline, they probably should have given it hell. They've just taken about 200 damage with the grenade there. They're going to rush up. And FaZe now hunting for series point. Have they done enough?
Okay, bomb down. A flash from Cold for the retake.
They've got set nades, full nades, everything they need, and there's an opening.
They've got it all set up. A smoke to land on Squeaky. Flashes from heaven, forcing them into the open. A flash that he'll be pushing into, keeps them blind as he clears CT vent. They're cowering in the corner. More utility, so much utility. That wall of smokes on the defuse, it comes in, 15 on the board, and there's nothing that no one can say about it.
Big round. Lovely retake there. 3 players survived. They don't even know what happened at that point. They're going to have to hold on to their armor, their Tech 9s.
A T-side AWP, it is coming out.
MSO will deploy up, spend $6,000 on the round, so they do save their armor, bear in mind. So they do have a nice, healthy buy here, but 4 rounds in a row on the T side, I don't think that's happening, but I'd love to be proven wrong. Brokey with the AWP, AK for Coldzera. Is this the final round?
Where's he taking the AWP? Here we go. The big man, the in-game leader himself. Can he get anything done here with an opening? Nico's been more aggressive towards this yard position over the last few rounds, so maybe wanting to punish him, but it will just be setting up these smokes.
Interesting response from Nico. On the close wall and main, does stop what they've been going for, a little bit of these outside smokes into main top hits. A late smoke as well, another one thrown out to completely obscure the vision that Nico was hoping to gain.
So, how does he manage this one? Looking for a pixel of a gap. Oh, it's one right. Apparently it's not working.
No way.
It's not working.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, is it FaZe? He sees something. I think it was just the barrel protruding into the smoke. Now AZ's in a very prime position. Look how many CTs are right around his location.
They've got a great crossfire here. Coldzera can patrol towards the heaven position. Nico looking underneath the ladder and the windows, of course. Every second they buy is valuable. MSL trying to crack things open to the AWP, but time is running out. And main entrance.
Gage just forced to watch as after all of these maps, 4 or 5 hours of his time. Now he's got to watch his teammates try and keep the dream alive, and now another's dropped. AZ falls, Coldzera collects MSL, 2, make it 1, make it none, 16 to 11, FaZe Clan, they weather the storm, a slip and a little bit of a fall on Inferno, but they stabilize and take the series.